Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. ETA here. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you 20 weird things Finnish people do. Guys, we've been seeing a lot of nice things about Finnish people, nice things that they've invented and everything. It would be nice for us to see the other side of them. So sit tight, give me a big like if you're not yet subscribed, do that right away, and let's get into it.
So many things that are strange or connected with the way we talk or the way we don't talk in Finland.
Okay.
So my number one thing is silence. In Finland, we are super used to being silent around each other. This silence can be comfortable or it can also be awkward for a Finn. But we Finns rarely take the opportunity and try to improve it by starting to talk because our fellow Finn might not join the conversation. Our fellow Finn can still say that single word and then there is nothing except silence again. So that's why it's just safe to be silent together.
Okay, guys, I feel like I would cope very well in Finland based on this particular point because I don't like to talk. I prefer to be quiet. So that I would actually do well there.
Also, this is one reason why Finns sometimes just walk away from a situation.
Oh,
Just. Moi. See what I did there? This brings to my second point, which is we can inhale when we are speaking. And
wow.
This is very normal in the Finnish way of speaking, and it's not that we are surprised, it's not that we are shocked, it's just something we do. So you can hear this often with small words like jo, otatko kahvia? Jo. If you're wondering what is the most popular word in Finnish, it's not hei or thank you, kiitos in Finnish. It is no niin. This is super versatile and you can use it anywhere. Here are 3 examples how I use it. I use it when the food is ready and I'm inviting my family to eat. No niin. I can also use it when I'm frustrated. No niin. And I can also use it when I'm super happy and excited to start something. No niin. So you can express all of those different situations through only those 2 words. No niin. Finally, let's think about the phrase mitä kuuluu, how are you? This is very typical small talk topic in some other countries, but in Finland it's actually a proper question. So be ready to really hear the other person out if you are asking this question. The response can be short, but it can also be super long. So you don't want to use this phrase if you are in a hurry and just expect a really short and tiny answer.
Guys, you know how you ask someone how are they and they just reply fine, even when there's a lot. Imagine people actually telling you everything that is bothering them. You would not even be asking that question, how are you, to be honest.
Next, let's talk about some weird things that Finns do around the house, around the office or at school. Firstly, we never wear shoes indoors. So when you come home, you always take your shoes off. But this also extends to workplaces and to school. And even in big headquarters, for example, where I used to work, we had to wear shoes when we were in the restaurant area or in the main lobby or in the conference rooms. But when we were in our own desks, then we always had a cloakroom and then we were just wearing our socks or wool socks. Finland is the best country to be if you want to enjoy weekdays without work, because everything seems to stop around 4 p.m. in the afternoon. If you find yourself in a Finnish office and nobody's there, nope, they are not in the coffee break. Everybody is already pretty much at home. And also another thing, it's really rare to see that someone schedules a meeting after 4 p.m. So lots of leisure time in the evenings. This next one is probably one of those least favorite things for me in the Finnish culture. And this is about leaving notes. Many Finns have a hard time confronting people face to face. Obviously, this would be the best way to approach anything, because then you can soften the blow with your voice or with your gestures. But no, we Finns love to just leave a note, or even a snappy note. This is often the case, for example, in apartment buildings. And don't get me started with how it all can escalate. So sometimes people leave this note, and then people are not taking the initiative to work things around and ask, what is this?
Wow,
They just
yes.
are silent to each other, and then it takes several years, and what used to be like a tiny thing is now a huge thing, but no one even remembers what they are fighting about. So this is not so nice in the Finnish culture, but it's also a kind of weird thing. Where you can see this most typically is when it comes to recycling. Finns love to recycle, and we are really particular that we need to recycle correctly, to the correct.
You see, this recycling one is so nice. It's actually a very nice trait to love recycling, actually.
Recycling bins. So sometimes your neighbor might help you out with a note that if you are not doing this properly. And I'm going to link this video to my home video so that you can see more detailed information about recycling in Finland. Summer holiday is holy in Finland, and it's even the law that most of the holiday must be taken in between May and September. And when I was working in an international company, all of my non-Finnish colleagues were laughing that nothing gets done in July in Finland, because every Finn wants to be on holiday in July. So they would try to take all of the projects and make them ready by midsummer, or they would schedule them so that they would go and continue in August. For the weird things when Finnish people are out and about, let's
You guys, that's actually so interesting. And I'm falling in love with Finland by the day, because for someone like me who doesn't want to be working all through the year, I would really love to work and live in Finland. Don't you guys think?
talk a little bit about money. Now, Finns are weirdly frugal. We absolutely love to split the bill, and this is typical scenery you can see in Finnish restaurants. So, for example, if there's a party of people and someone didn't take wine, this person doesn't need to pay their part of the wine. And it's very common in Finnish restaurants that when you walk in, the first question that the waiter asks is that how do you want your bills? Because in Finland, the systems are so that the waiter can create a unique bill for each person on the table. So this is really typical and so different from many other cultures. Also, Finns hate to be in debt. Even if it's like 2 euros and you haven't paid to someone, we are stressing that we need to pay this debt back. My next point is about giving your name. It's weird that in Finland we rarely use our names. We don't introduce ourselves to acquaintances, or we don't use the first name in sentences. So, for example, I have been to my gym for over 5 years, and I still don't know the names of the people that I see there almost every day. It's just not natural for a Finn to ask names from acquaintances. Then let's move on to grocery shopping. One weird thing that you will see in most Finnish shops is that you have to weigh the produce yourself. So for example, when you go to buy veggies or fruit, you have to find the scale and then you print the barcode sticker to that fruit or vegetable, and only after that you walk to the checkout line. This is very important to remember, and that's why you will see these tiny numbers in each price label, because these are the numbers you then have to put on the scale to print out this sticker. Finnish people love food, and some of the weird things happen when it's the starting season of some super important food. Hence, new potatoes, uudet perunat, or strawberries, mansikat. You are so going to see headlines about the new potatoes of the season coming to the market, or how the strawberries are now ready to be eaten. These will be on newspapers, these will be even on TV broadcasts, and it's not something alarming, it's just that they are now available. Okay, are you with me? Some more weird things coming up. Now we enter family dynamics. So, the Finnish way of giving your baby a name is different. We actually don't give the name for the baby before we meet him or her. So, for example, in my family, we had some ideas for our daughter, but when she was born, she didn't look, and her personality didn't just feel that those names were good to fit that personality. So we discovered a new name. This is really typical in Finland, and sometimes the name of the newborn baby is only revealed in the name party or christening. Another baby thing I have to mention here is that we Finns give the babies a nap outdoors, even in the freezing winter time. So we have lots of layers for the babies, and then they sleep in the prams.
Imagine giving a baby nap outside in the winter. I need to understand why. Hold on.
And they just love to sleep outdoors when it's the cool air, because this makes your sleep so much better. Oh, and one thing you should know about Finland, milk is not only something that kids drink, also adults drink milk. And if you are ever in a typical Finnish buffet restaurant where they serve lunch, you will see these huge silver milk dispensers where adults, we grown-ups, we take milk with our lunch. So this is also a kind of weird thing, but supernatural for Finns. Every Finn celebrates their birthday, but we also celebrate name days in Finland. So if you check a Finnish calendar, you will see that under each day there are names, and this is the name day of that person who is with that name. There's like only 2 or 3 days that are without a name day: Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, and February 29th, which happens only in 4 years. But anyway, when it's your name day, you are probably going to get some warm wishes from your family. Some people even get a gift when it's their name day. And as a kid, in my family, we were always really particular that you have to also remember us when it's our name day. So it's like extra gifts for especially the little ones. So how does this happen? New names are put to the Finnish calendar every 5 years based on a certain criteria, for example, popularity. Then probably the thing you've been waiting for, or something you already knew about Finland and the Finnish culture. We are naked in the sauna. And this is something that is that every Finn is used to, and it's the most natural thing. A disclaimer though, when it's a public sauna, we are not naked in a mixed sauna. It's so that girls are with girls and guys are with guys. When it's your own family, we tend to go as the family. So this can be a taboo in many countries, but in Finland, this is the most natural thing for us. One funny thing in Finland.
Yeah, I know a lot of countries where that is a taboo, but it's been allowed in Finland. It's quite interesting.
Finland is the crazy, funny sports events that we have here. So we have, for example, throwing the wellies competition, or
Okay.
carrying your
Fun.
wife competition, or knitting the wool sock competition, or riding
Yeah.
your toy horse competition. There are lots of very exciting and odd interests
Ooh.
that have been made into world championships in Finland. Finally, the last thing on my list is that we Finns are super curious to know what other people, what non-Finns are thinking about the Finnish culture, Finnish people, and Finland in general. So that's why we are watching all of the YouTube videos
Oh.
about Finland, and always excited to hear your thoughts. So, if you want to learn more about the Finnish mindset, I have a tip for you. Just
Oh,
check
I get it
out the
now.
comments of different videos, and you will see lots of Finns sharing their thoughts and inputs on this topic. Whoa, there you have it. All 20 things that are weird,
Okay.
and we Finns do them very normally. I love this list because it really reminds me why and how our culture is so
Ooh.
special. I cannot wait to hear what was the weirdest thing for you
I
in this
love
list. So
it. I
let me know in the
love it.
comments what was the
Whoa.
weirdest thing for you. And if you want to know how my Finnish home is and about those recycling
Okay.
tips, then you should check out this video next. See you next time. Moi moi!
Guys, whoa, that was so interesting. Some of the things weren't as weird, many of the things weren't as weird as I expected, but the weirdest thing for me was keeping the baby out to sleep in winter. Guys, it's so cold in winter. Even adults can't even stand that cold, let alone babies. Whoa, that was like the weirdest thing for me. Aside that, I think every other thing was cool to me. I think I like every other thing I heard. Let me know what you guys think. What was the weirdest thing for you about this? Are you from Finland? Rep your country down in the comments. You guys know I always answer you when you recommend videos. Please recommend videos for me to check out down below. Tell me facts about Finland. I'm getting so hooked to this place. Like I love Finland just from these videos already. Whew, that was a really good watch. Let me know what you guys think about this one. Give me a big like if you enjoyed this video. Please share with your family and your friends. Thank you guys so much. If you're not yet subscribed, do that right away, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.